Well, I thought I'd give everyone a tour of the homestead here. Here are the chickens. We have 9 Rhode Island Reds. Sorry about the shaky camera, but it's just the iPad. And I wanted to show you down over the garden. There's the lower garden, the mini garden, and there's the main garden. And there is the upper garden. So I'm going to take you up to the upper garden. And I'm going to show everyone what we have in the garden here. And like I said, if you're seasick, you might want to turn everything off right now. So here in the garden, the first part we have winter squash. We have Dilectica, and we have some butternut squash, and they're starting to get mulched. Here we have some white sweet corn. It's not Silver Queen, it's another variety. It's coming up nicely. Some of the rows have been mulched yet with some grass, and some of them are still waiting for it. That's the little cistern there where I can pump water. You have the electric fence, and it's turned on. Got to keep all the deer out, so we're going to walk out around. This is the main part of the garden, so this is the part that's in the fence. There's some more mulch. Alright, so if we look down the first row here, we have some sweet peas. Almost a full row of sweet peas. It is, I believe, June 13th, and we've already picked a few. Here are potatoes. They're Yukon Golds. I have to admit, they are some of the nicest batch. And we have 3 different varieties of green beans. This first row here that I'm showing you was picked a little bit earlier, or I'm sorry, was planted a little earlier. These are just a tender fork, and then we have a jade green bean is one of them, and I honestly can't remember the other. Here, this row here, half of it is soybeans. The first half didn't come up very well. They're going to get replanted. And down on the other end, there's some others, and I'll show you. This row here, there are some cucumbers that were just planted. So they're not up yet. Then there's a few cucumbers, and then we have lots of tomatoes. Most of the tomatoes are Romas. They're going to be used for sauce. There's a few other eating tomatoes. Here we have a row of peppers, where the string is. And then the last row is sunflowers. Not that we're using the sunflower seeds for anything, but they're nice, and when they come up, you can watch their flowers follow the sun throughout the day. Thanks to the high tension power lines, I have sun from sun up to sundown, so I can take great advantage of that. Then here on the far side of the garden, I have some more corn. This corn was planted a little earlier. Didn't come up quite as well as I would have liked, but I just got done weeding it and getting it hilled up. You can look in there, there's a few little volunteer potatoes from last year. That's where the potatoes were. There was cabbage up here last year. So sweet corn is planted at different times, so it comes in at different times. But if this whole batch comes in at once, it gives you a great opportunity to, freeze it all at once. Here's Rebecca. She was riding her bike, that's why she has her helmet on. And of course the Roma tomatoes are beautiful because they're really easy to pick them all at once and can them, make sauce, can whole tomatoes, like to freeze the peppers. Here's a bunch more cucumbers. We're going to make some great pickles. Here's the row of green beans. Going to hope for lots of green beans in our future. And I have a few summer squash plants. Looks like we have 6 of them, which that means there'll be 5 more plants than we need with the summer squash, because they produce very, very prolifically. Always have to look at the potato plants real close for bugs. Here's a few more cucumber plants. And then some more were planted in this spot here. So I'll kind of lift you up and give everyone a full view of the garden. Little 8-year-old garden. Thank you very much for checking out. So this is my garden for the summer. Hopefully I can preserve lots of food. Might even share with Grandma and Pappy a little bit, especially considering they're responsible for helping me with all of this. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.